Awolowo was one of my least
Songs that you
songs.
had
I
recorded
just like
how long ago did you
I
record
recorded the song 3 years ago.
that?
Yeah, with Hike, with Elvis. So it was just like a surprise to me because I was like, let us first release this
So
to
that's
the
what I
people.
wanted. Why did you choose this one out of all the stuff that you had recorded?
Yeah.
Why did you say, okay,
That's where I get all my energy from the stage to the studio and to my desk. I am the energy god, and you can be one too.
You're listening to Adeshokwe Live, the Afrobeats podcast.
welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to a brand new edition of Adeshokwe Live, the official Afrobeats podcast here in the Afri Media Studios in the UK, where we break down the hottest topics in the culture. And most of the time, I'm joined by a special guest to talk to me one-on-one. As always, we appreciate the subscriptions, likes, comments. Please subscribe now if you haven't done before. Just pause before the interview starts. Click the subscribe button, because the bigger our platform gets, the better we're in position to promote our people, our culture, without waiting for others to do so. So your subscription means a lot to us. It's brought to you by the Energy God Energy Drink. Drink and stay energized. This is for us by us. This was put together by our culture. And if you go on to energygod.com and please purchase, we appreciate every single can, every single pack that you go out there and buy. As also Anchored Car Sales. If you need yourself a lovely car, brand new car, a run around, a special VIP exec, go to anchoredcarsales.com or follow them on social media. Tell them Shops You Do sent you, and you will get a personal quote by somebody to tell you what kind of car will be good based on your budget and be able to will be affordable for yourself. So go to Anchored Car Sales and check them out. Very important. Now, joining me all the way from Lagos, Nigeria is a special guest. It's one of the hottest guys in the culture right now. He's got some of the biggest bangers that's tearing up the clubs, the streets, the concerts. He just touched down in the UK and he was brought straight into the studio. Shout out to the whole team. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the man of the moment, Fido.
Oh, shout.
Oh, shout.
I see that. Oh,
Listen, first of all, how are you feeling? It's very cold in the
It's
UK.
cold outside. I swear you too good that. I wasn't expecting this. Well, I've been dreaming to come to the UK for a very long time, and I'm here today, and I'm happy. And it's great to be here today.
First time in the UK.
Yeah, first time to be here.
Wow. First of all, what were your thoughts when you touched down? What was coming through your mind? Like,
So when I touched down, I saw the white people, and I saw my other folks that too.
two.
And I was like, yeah, this is really good. And as the cold person hits me down, I said, yes, they don't make me come freeze out. Well, I'm so happy to be here. It's like a big pleasure for me to be here too as well.
Absolutely. Listen, like I said, you have some of the records that's just completely tearing up the culture at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's one of the good things is when you have a hot song or you have two hot songs, to get the opportunity to come into the country to promote it, especially in the UK where it's a very important market for Afrobeats,
Yeah.
to quickly touch the fans. It's always a good thing because it helps the music even go further.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about Fido. The funny thing is, whilst I was listening to your music, I go online and I'm like, there's only about 4 or 5 tracks officially that Fido's got outside.
Yeah.
So that means that 2024 is your debut year,
Yeah.
and the debut year filled up with smash records.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Fido before the music, before the hit records.
Okay.
Where were you born or raised?
I was born in Lagos and raised in Lagos. That was Ogba, Aguda area.
Yeah.
And my parents are from Ondo State. Yeah, my name is Awusheka Olayemi Josiah, aka Mr. Fido Wosha.
Wosha.
Yeah, and like I said, I was born and raised in Lagos. I'm 28 years.
Schooled in Lagos as well?
No, my secondary school was in Lagos.
Yeah.
And on the long run, we relocated to Ogun State.
Yeah.
That's Matogun, to be precise.
Yeah.
So that's where I finished my secondary school education.
Yeah.
And I went to Ilaro Polytechnic.
Mm.
So from Ilaro Polytechnic, I also attended PFT Institute.
And what were
That's
you
why
studying?
I studied music there. Yeah,
Oh wow! What would so if you're studying music at
yeah,
higher institution in Nigeria,
yeah,
what did the course look like? Is it music in terms of writing notes? Or
yeah,
are you talking about production, creativity? Talk
yeah.
to
All
us
together, yeah.
what it looks like. Yeah.
Studying music in Nigeria has the basics and the theory about music too as well.
Yeah.
So you study the basics, study the theory of music, um, with the production aspect too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything combined
Combined.
together. Yeah.
When you told, first of all, why did you choose to study music at higher institution?
I chose that because my dad then was like, "Hey, yo, boy, you need to study something." So because I told you I went to Federal Polytechnic in
Yes,
Laro.
Ilaru.
So I studied public admin.
Mm.
Well, me, my head, I don't get time. I don't want to stress my head. I just felt like music was my thing. So it was like, okay, what do you want to do next? Because I had to go back for my HND.
Yes,
So it's
that's
like,
usually
yeah,
OND first
yes, and
and then
HND,
HND.
yeah.
Yes.
So it's like, I don't want to go back for HND. I need to do something I know that I love doing, which
Mm.
is music. She was like, okay, what do you want to do? I was like, okay, I just need to go to a music school just to make it professional.
Yep.
So
I
that
like
was when we searched for a music school online and we saw PFT and I applied for
So you
PFT.
said it was you went online to have a
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
what higher
So
institutions.
can I get admitted to, and I found out PFT and we went to PFT.
Now, whilst you were doing public admin, at Polytechnic,
Yeah.
you had already started dabbling in music at the time.
Yeah, then I was always freestyling with my guys. So they knew that Fido could sing. Well, then I was like, okay, because then that was 2014. Wizkid was the hottest. Alongside,
2014.
yes, Davido too as well. So Wizkid was giving me that inspiration. Most of the time I do freestyle to Wizkid
Wizkid
songs,
instrumentals,
yes,
yeah.
and this instrumentals too as well. So then I knew that I had the music came in. And before I even went to school, I was in the choir too as well.
Okay.
Yeah, in my church back then. So I knew the music was in me. So
So
yeah,
now, a lot of people, since 2020, 2014,
yeah,
and your breakout year basically is 2024.
yeah,
That's exactly 10 years
yeah,
since you started messing with this.
yeah,
A lot of people would have packed it in
sure.
and completely left,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
dream.
yeah.
What kept you going?
What kept me going was that I believed in myself. I knew one day I was gonna make it in the musical industry.
Mm.
And my mom too was a very good support for me because she was like, "Don't worry." My dad was like,
Boo.
your
Oh,
mom will dance to your song. I don't have time for this one." Oh, like, don't worry. You will see, it's gonna make it. Don't worry. I'm gonna dance. You are also gonna dance his music.
no way.
But to cut the story short, my dad is no longer alive. He's so rest in peace.
Yeah.
I wish he was alive to
To
see.
finally
Yeah,
see.
yeah. Well,
Do you have any siblings?
yes, just my brother.
So it's just both of
Yeah,
you.
just both of us. Yeah.
And what you said, your dad has sadly passed away.
Yeah.
How has that affected you as Fido? You losing your dad.
Yeah.
What did that change for you?
It changed my perspective about life because we had so many plans. It got to a stage he already believed that, okay, yes, because in my hood, Matogun,
Yeah.
he got some news that your son knows how to sing. Oh. So he was like,
So you were already buzzing. In the
yes,
hood.
he was like, okay, like, people are saying good things about you outside. Okay, no problem. So that period we had plans. It was like I was gonna travel to the US, introduce me to his friend that was living in the US then, that no problem. Because I think his friend's son was also like a musician in the US too.
Yeah.
It was like wanted us to like get connected and we work. So all those plans just went like that when he died. So it was like a big blow for me
Hmm.
because I felt sad, down. I was like, "Ah, it's just a hope."
Hmm.
I was like, "Oh, don't worry, Fido. As far as you are alive, there's hope. And you keep on hustling, you keep on working. One day you're gonna get it." I just had that belief in me that, Fido, don't worry. You just need one opportunity.
Hmm.
And when that opportunity comes, the world is gonna know about you. And I kept on believing and I kept on working and God just
Open that door.
I swear.
So after you finished music at high institution,
Yeah.
what was happening then? Did you now get a full-time job? Did you
No, I was going from one studio to the other.
the
Then I was
normal
with
music
Soul
studios?
Shine. It was my production lecturer then in PFT.
Okay,
Yeah. So
but he
and
was making music outside.
yes, he had influence. He made the money where we get you no go finish.
Wow.
Yeah. So he liked me too. He took me closer to him. I would be in his house, work, record, move from one place to the other, just to like he get his studio, where I could just record because I loved recording all the time.
The most difficult
Yeah.
thing for any upcoming artist is the opportunity to even record in the
Yeah, to
studio.
record. Yeah, so my friends too then would be in a apartment with their instruments, we record back to back, we just do our thing. So I kept on building myself, yeah, from one phase to the other. So
Where
that's
did
what
all the,
happened.
where, did- so what happened to all those songs? Did you put them out? Were you just recording it for the computer? Producer go carry am go, engineer go carry am go. What really happened?
Most
to
of the songs I can't even remember anymore because there were I released some then on Audio Mac. Yeah, like maybe few songs. And then the traffic on those songs, I was like, I'm not even doing promotion. And I had almost maybe 50,000 streams.
Wow.
20,000 streams. I was like, okay.
So people were
They're
listening.
yeah. So I was like, people are listening to these songs. So I just need the perfect opportunity to just make me known out there. Yeah.
What was the moment that things changed from this young guy that was hopping from studio to studio,
Yeah.
production house to production house,
Yeah.
looking for an opportunity not only to record, but also an opportunity for somebody to support you? What was the first moment that somebody said, okay, maybe let's do this for real? Or what was that moment that led to a
To the-
2024?
Yeah, it was my producer. He was working at Johnson record at that moment.
With the Prince?
Yes, Elvis. So he introduced me to a marketing guy. I was into the marketing and business phase of music.
Yeah.
And he was like, he has a guy, he introduced me to the guy. So we met, and the guy was like, so when he heard my song, he was like, guy, you bad though. Momo start work ASAP. I was like, mommy, I'm ready, bro. As far as you say you want to like push me to that
Support
phase
me.
and support me, no problem. And we started. So we started with on the coast freestyle. Yeah. Sweet love water with the inside coconut. So when we did that, I saw the buzz on that freestyle. So then I was like, okay, I had that belief that okay, yes, we don't
There's
start
something
already.
here.
We don't arrive already.
Yeah.
So at the end of the video, I told them I did come when I watch out for me. So after that, we released Awolowo.
Wow.
Yeah. So and I just knew that okay, yes, that moment was just the
When
perfect
did you
moment.
release? When did you release Awolowo?
That was I think August 7th.
2024.
Yeah, 2024. That was last year, August. Yeah.
And when did that song peaked almost immediately?
Straight up. So I was even surprised because my aim was that I would just release the song, but on the long run, people get to know that okay, there's an upcoming artist coming. I never knew it was just gonna blow up just like that. So in my mind, I was like, okay, know how people know that there's one celebrity coming up, and with time, I had other bangers because Awolowo was one of my list
Songs
songs.
that you had
I
recorded
just like
how long ago? Did you
I
record
recorded the song 3 years ago.
that?
Yeah, with Hike, with Elvis. So it was just like a surprise to me because I was like, let us first release this.
So that's
to the
what I
people.
wanted. Why did you choose this one out of all the stuff that you had recorded?
Yeah.
Why did you say, okay, let's drop this one? Was this the one that you felt was like a freestyle? It wasn't really. Let's just put this
Yeah,
one out.
yeah, like what you just said. I just feel like, okay, this song, let's just give them this first. So they will know that, okay, there's one boy out. 'Cause I knew I had other better songs. I wonder what is a better song too.
Yes.
But to me, I was like, it's just one of my least songs I have in my catalogs. Let me just give it out and see how it's gonna go. And God willing, it came out and it just made way.
What was the first moment that you knew that this song, be like, say this song don't go.
Yeah, online I saw people talking about me. Hey, Fido, Awolowo, that song is lead, that song is this, and I also saw some people saying, "Nah, just luck, Joe, nah luck." I was like, in my mind, I was like, okay, we don't they come, they come. Yeah,
A lot of times, I've said it recently when I was speaking to a couple of friends of mine. Hit records always have a strong introduction line.
yeah,
There's always one catchy line
Yeah.
that if I tell you, say I love you,
Yeah,
boom, there's something from the beginning that catches people's
Yeah.
attention.
yeah.
Yours was that you will
I
smoke,
go smoke that ganja until I go blind.
which obviously let us know that you were doing a lot of that whilst you were recording that song.
Yeah, sure. A lot of ganja. Yeah.
So, well, when a hit record comes, obviously, you start getting phone calls, not
Yeah.
only from the media,
Yeah.
from shows, but also from some of the greats and the successful people in the
Yeah,
industry
sure.
that perhaps would like to jump on a remix.
Mm.
Who were some of the people that called Fido about this record Awolowo that what's him if he do?
Actually, the course I got was from the international space.
No way.
Yeah, so that's why I had the feature with Capo, the Spanish Colombian
Yes, the Colombian artist.
Yeah. So
that was intentional to open it up.
to open it up, yeah. So he came, it was like he loved the song and he would like to jump in. I was like, okay, no problem, let's work on this. And we did it together. And glory be to God in the Spanish
Yeah, the Latin market.
The Latin market, and Awolowo is going massive
So
there.
none of the hot guys
To
from
me, I
Naija-
felt they might be observing me from afar that who be this nigga again?
No way.
So to me, I was expecting them to like reach out because I was expecting the likes of Wizkid, Olamide, Davido, Burna Boy, and the rest.
Yes,
I knew that one day I would still get to work with them.
absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Well, as it come from international space
International,
now,
you just follow that one.
straight up. And Tiwa also came to us well.
Yes.
Yeah, Tiwa Savage.
Yeah, cool.
Mama.
Yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
Instagram live where you guys announced the fact that the remix was coming. That's
Yeah,
another.
we did Capo before Tiwa.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So Tiwa took him, and I was like, "Yes, Mama, don't come bless me, oh, hey,
Yeah,
Mama, the mama."
That's a blessing.
I was
That's
like, okay, yeah, and we did it as well. It was a banger too as well. So
Did you get a phone call from her team? Was she the one that
I
reached
just
out?
saw a video online. She
No
was like,
way.
I listened to one song, Awolowo, and I love it so much. I was like, when I was watching the video, I was like, hey, Mama, listen to my song.
DM straight.
Mama. I swear.
Say make you know.
I swear, make you know cool though. And glory be to God, she did her part.
Yeah.
She's a lovely woman.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolute legend of our
The
culture.
support and everything. I was like, okay. Yeah.
Okay, Awolowo comes and becomes a hit record.
Yeah.
Usually when you have a monster record like that,
Yeah.
especially a debut single.
Yeah.
Now remember,
Yeah.
this is your debut single.
Single,
Nobody
yeah.
knows the Fido of the 10 years that you've
Yeah.
spoken to me about.
Sure.
That's been recording all
Yeah.
over. This is the first single you put out.
Yeah.
Becomes a monster hit record.
Yeah.
Everybody's now mouth don't open wide.
I swear.
Say what's next?
What's
What were you thinking about? What was the team, the inner circle thinking when Awolowo was already gone? What were you saying? Okay, what's next? How are we gonna play? What we dropping next?
Deep down, I knew that I had other songs that
Yes.
I could release,
Yeah,
but I don't know. Like sometimes I get confused too, because
like everybody.
most of my songs are hit songs.
Talk,
Yeah.
don't talk.
Yeah,
Say
not
that
even most.
banger, don't just do-
Everything about
Say
that.
that banger.
I swear. So my point now is that sometimes I just sit down and be like, okay, if I release this, what audience am I like pushing this song to?
What's the target market?
What's the target market? You understand? So in the long run, we plan to like release a EP.
Yeah,
So I was like, okay, let us give them a lover song. Like a
That was
lover
the
boy.
Mr.
That
Lover.
was Mr. Lover. So when I released that, I saw the traffic. We were like, Mr. Lover. He does the switch, oh. He wants ganja song, oh. Don't do good. I was like, me, I'm not one way artist.
do you know?
I
the
have
funny
different
thing?
ways.
People are still coming back to Mr. Lover,
Yeah, sure.
guaranteed,
Yeah.
because it's a banger.
Yeah,
Actually,
sure.
It's one of the records. When I played it for the first time,
Yeah.
I must have listened to it like 4 times
Mm.
after that.
That's
back
cool.
to back to back to back.
Yeah.
It's just a good song.
Yeah.
So I know it by the time you start touring and performing,
Yeah.
you're gonna see that
Yeah.
Mr. Lover will now be the record that a
Yeah.
lot of women are
Would
gonna love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are still more love songs that I have in work for the ladies them. So I released Mr. Lover and I was like, okay.
That
We
was
were like,
November.
we were like, this one I want it one down. This one I want it one down.
Was there pressure at that time?
No. I wasn't even feeling pressured at all because to me I knew that I had what it takes. So I was just relaxed. I was like, okay, making her just relax to now go see film go happen. And by the grace of God, December came and I was like, I recorded Joyce Coming, I think 2 weeks after I released Awolowo.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I was in the recording camp. So I just
And what was the mindset?
to Joyce. It just
Yes.
came. When I listened to the beats, my producer would just play the beat and I just think about, okay, what do I want to sing about? The beat will take me to that realm to know what I'm supposed to sing about. And when it gets collate what I'm supposed to sing about, I write about it and I record. So I just did that. So Joyce Coming came, and I did my thing. So we were like, okay, when are we supposed to release this song? This song is also a banger because I had other songs. I was like, this one that I just recorded. We need to release this song.
Wow.
I was like, let me just release it out to the people and they should just listen and see again what's gonna happen. So we planned that, okay, December, we could release this for December. It will be perfect. But before I released it, my guys teased the song on TikTok.
Yeah.
So we saw the audience and the buzz on it. I was like, no, this song has that potential. And we decided to release the song. So,
And boom.
Joy is coming everywhere.
Joy is coming everywhere.
Yes.
It's like everybody listening to that record. I think that record dropped at a very important time.
Yeah.
Because not only in Nigeria, but around Africa and basically the world.
Yeah.
Everybody was we're going through so many things.
Yeah.
You know, people are having financial struggles.
Yeah.
People are dealing with so much.
Yeah.
So the phrase that joy is coming,
Yeah.
everybody could relate to
with
that.
Yeah.
I heard you talk about spirituality once, that music comes from.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that, because a lot of musicians don't say, they just talk like they, every time when I just put pen to paper, this thing comes like that.
I feel like knowledge is from above. Yeah. So if knowledge is from above, that's spiritual. It's not like ordinary.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because sometimes when I record my tracks, I look at myself and I be like, they do God, now you did give me this, because when I tend to listen to my songs too, so
it surprises you.
I be like, Fido, now you do this one. I do my back also, I do everything. I'm like,
wow.
So Fido, So that spiritual aspect is just me connecting to that realm, because I know that music is not just ordinary. There's a realm to
Absolutely.
it. There's a power to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
that's amazing, man.
That's how
Talk
it
to
is.
me about your mom now, family, seeing ultimately that it started, the dream starting to become a reality.
Yeah.
What kind of conversations do you have with your mom?
Abuja, she's always happy. She prays for me every day, and she's like, she believed that yes, I was gonna make it with my profession, and she was like, okay. She's always happy. That's just the most important thing, and I made her proud, because she just gave birth to just me and my junior bro.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's been praying that her children must be great. Her children must be great before she even leaves Earth for us. Yeah, I was like, okay, don't worry, I'll make you proud. And I did my part. God said amen to it. And,
absolutely.
I'm just happy I made her proud.
Yeah. What's the goal now? Debut single in 2024, follow-up single. It's become a global smash ultimately. First of all, are you signed to, I know you said you had like a partnership with your producer and a marketing person. So are you under a label now?
Yeah, now it's my label, Osha Records.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where you been distributed? What platforms distributing?
Cider.
Okay.
Yeah, in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Was the one who started with Awolowo. So we switched to an international
distributor.
Yeah, that was Heatwave.
Okay.
That's for Awolowo.
Yeah.
So when it came to time I was supposed to release Joy is Coming to Cider, that's still also distributed.
So distributed that one as well.
Yeah.
Is the phone not ringing off the hook now? What's happening with the international platforms? They should be running helter-skelter right now.
Yeah, they are coming. Everybody's coming like, Mr. Fido, you're the hottest now. You need to tell. Like, okay. I just got you're not the one way pay me, and I go choose. No worry.
So what would you be looking for in a partner, in an international partner, in a local partner? What would you be looking for?
I'm just looking for that total support and trust. Because if there's trust, I go work, everybody go enjoy, everybody go share bag.
Facts.
Yeah. So
facts. There was one time I think it was Dotun online that was, was speaking to, he just wrote a tweet saying to Olamide Bado and saying, listen, you're looking for a new monster.
Yeah.
They gotta look at Fido. Have you heard from any of those monsters? There's Don Jazzy, there's Olamide Bado, there's Davido, has any one of those guys, there's Kiss Daniel, has any one of those guys said maybe we could work something out?
Yeah, Kiss Daniel. He's a very good bro. It's like my big bro.
That's another.
Like people say we look like twins.
That's another legend.
Yeah.
And you said you tall small.
So the relationship with us is 100.
Very strong.
Yeah, very strong. Well, I had to let him know that Shama, I know this side. I want deal my
just to build.
I would like of Badu and the rest. I'm looking forward to meet with Badu, Davido, Wizkid, and everybody in the industry and just create that relationship with them. So they know that they have a colleague in the game too as well. Yeah, and I need their support too as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're in the UK now. You've got a promo tour happening.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the cities. First of all, shout outs to the promoters. Give my brothers a shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Wazobia. Now my big bro be that I ain't bring me come UK.
Too much money.
Oh no. Yeah, so the tour will be amazing.
Yeah, I know
Manchester, London, Birmingham, Derby, Luton.
That's amazing.
A lot of cities. I can't even.
That's good.
Yeah. So
that's really good. Once again, shout out to Wazobia. For putting this together. Yeah. It's very important for young artists when they have like breakout singles or even projects or whatever. Just come out for a promo tour. Touch the clubs. Yeah. Sing. Build your own audience. Go to the little cities. Yeah. I say that all the time because. The greats that you mentioned today, your Olamide, your Wizkid, your Davido, your Tiwa Savage, these are things that they've done over a decade. And there are levels that you can't skip. Yeah. When people skip those levels, it costs them in the future because you don't have your own fan base that you're building.
Yeah, that's true.
And again, when you come into town, I want to applaud you and my brother for bringing you into the studio, making sure that you go and do press. It's very important that you start to build your own press relationship from the beginning. Yeah. So now, not only am I a fan of Fido, the music, now I want to follow you going forward. I want to support what you're doing going forward. I'm interested because I've been blessed to meet really iconic musicians at the beginning of their careers. Yeah. And this is what they did. Yeah. So when you're doing this at the beginning of your professional career as well, it gives me excitement to say, listen, this brother also has what it takes to go the long haul. Yeah. This is not a rave of the moment thing. This is a career business. So, it's a career business. So, every single thing has to be done. So, I want to applaud you for coming through. You just came to the country for the first time in the UK. Cold is crazy.
It's very, very crazy. I did a freestyle. I was like, it's very cold outside. Oh, baby, don't go outside. It's very cold, boy.
Now, you talk about the babies. What's going on with the babies? Awolowo, Bebello.
There's a lot of songs, beautiful songs for the ladies.
Is it?
And I know, when I start to release those songs, all the girls go want to marry me.
Nah, like, what's your DM say? What's your DM say?
My DM.
Fido, don't choke.
Man. I see they play.
When they play. So are you single at the moment?
I know I can't talk about that now.
God damn it, man.
You got the bad song, by Wahala Machele.
Nǹkan tó ti gbọ́mọ yẹn sọ pé tó o bá tún lọ kọ́mà tó o sọ pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Alama Shele. I don't agree.
Okay, so we'll just take it as we'll Listen, is there a timeline for the EP? Do we have a specific date or something for
I've
the
not
EP
picked the
this year?
date yet, but my hope is to release the EP before the end of February.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
Quick.
that's my plan. Yeah, quick. Need to give it to them.
How many records?
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
And those records are already done?
Yeah, already.
Any collaborators on there?
No, just me.
An introduction to your sound.
To my sound, yeah.
To you.
Yeah.
Do you have a title for it?
Olayemi.
Olayemi.
My name.
Your name.
Yeah.
I like that. So by the end of this February,
Yeah.
we should get this package.
By the grace of God.
It'll be good by the time you finish your UK tour before you go.
Everywhere. Before I even come on, they don't chop.
Just touch everywhere with everything. Listen, Fido, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to have this conversation. I'm looking forward to bigger conversations with you over the next couple of years and seeing you on fantastic stages. Yeah. You dropping a debut single, Becoming What Is Become, and a follow-up single, Becoming What Is Become, is indication enough that you're going to have a bright future. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my brother, Fido! Thanks, brother.
The Afrobeats Podcast.
Right.